back to the Bikini Nation channel. With one of the biggest shows on the bodybuilding calendar, the Pittsburgh Pro wrapped up over the weekend, and let me tell you, it lived up to the hype. It was a real battle between some genuine top competitors in the game with some real emerging talent as well. Heading into this show, 99% of people had Ashley Kaltwasser and Amy Delgado to take home the trophy, and you know what? What was expected to happen happened. It was a real battle of the heavy hitters, where they had to battle it out to see who would rise as victorious. The competitors took to the stage first on Friday for prejudging, and then for finals on Saturday. At this point in time, it was really going to be either Ashley or Amy who was going to take home the title. But before we get into it, don't forget to use my code BIKININATION at slimtum.com. Amy Delgado is officially the 2023 Pittsburgh Pro Bikini Champion. Amy took the bodybuilding world by storm last year and cemented herself as one of the best in the business. She has continued to go from strength to strength ever since then. It's literally like she's made for this, with not just her godlike bikini genetics, but also her tenacious mindset. Amy presented arguably her best ever physique on the weekend. She's clearly well developed all over, from her shoulders to her glutes and legs. She's been told previously not to train her quads because they are so developed, and they still stood out at this show. But you know what, I actually think they fit perfectly with her physique and don't throw off her balance at all. I actually think that Amy is so nicely well balanced from the front and back. She's going to be hard to stop. She has that bubbly muscle look. She was so conditioned and full. It was beautiful. I could not be happier for Amy. She's such a hard worker and really deserves this. Amy is a serious threat to take home the Olympia title this year. I've said this before, but Amy is the real deal now that she's continued to knock off some big name competitors. Her stock price is rising astronomically. Congratulations to Amy, her husband Christian, and her coach Jamie from Fit Body Fusion. Okay, the runner-up was none other than the GOAT of bikini, Ashley Kaltwasser. Guys, this was such a tight one. There was literally only 1 point difference between Amy and Ashley. I believe this was also one of Ashley's best physiques in recent history. She took a few months off from competing this year, which if you follow bikini, this doesn't happen often. And it looked like it made a big difference. She always looks incredible, but her delts looked slightly more developed and her balance was impeccable. Ashley's conditioning was spot on. She was slightly more conditioned than Amy, but I personally prefer the more conditioned look on Ashley's physique. It makes it pop more. Now, where I think Amy edged out Ashley was probably in the posing routine. Amy really had that fluid, effortless posing, and you could see her confidence grow during the show. Ashley's felt a bit more mechanical and she lost her balance a couple of times, which can make the difference between coming first or coming second. I'll actually throw up a comparison for you guys so you can see Ashley and Amy's stage photos for yourself. First up, I've got the front pose, and honestly, you can't split them. I love that balance on Amy, but I love that crispiness of Ashley. You've heard me say it before, but I'm a fan of some abs. Personally, I'm impartial to the vacuum. I know some people either love it or hate it. In the rear shot here, guys, again, it is a flip of the coin. Ash has those deeper tie-ins which really stand out, and Amy has a nice full balance. Again, I really think it was so close with 1 point separating them. It was really just each judge's personal preference on the day. Hey, some people like pepperoni pizza and some like margarita pizza, what can I say? Romina Basualdo took home the bronze medal. Romina always turns up and you always expect her to be in those first call-outs. I can't really fault Romina at all. Her physique is gorgeous, there is no real flaw to her physique. She's developed, she's so amazingly balanced, and she comes in conditioned. I honestly just feel like Amy and Ashley stood out more at this show. I adore Romina's look, and I also must say I love her hair slightly darker. Another amazing competitor on and off the stage, and guys, let's not forget she was in that top 10 at Olympia last year. Vanya August came in 4th place and she looked fantastic as usual. And let's also remember that Vanya is a previous Olympia competitor, so she's a top-notch athlete. She looked great. You could really see her leg development in her quads, calves, and hamstring drop, and her overall balance. But to top it off, her presentation is always sensational. In 5th place, we have Lexus Redmond, and boy oh boy does she have a wonderful overall package. She really has that statuesque look with a real presence on stage. It's honestly just so nice to look at, and the flow to her physique is just lovely. She has beautiful proportions and just shines on stage. I really hope we see her compete more this year because I think she could keep moving up the ranks the more she competes. And to round out the top 6, we have the always fabulous Jessica Wilson, who brought in an incredible overall package. She's really built out her frame and has great symmetry. I feel like you always know what you're going to get with Jess, in the best possible way. She's consistently good and rarely ever misses the mark. And to top it off, she's such a nice and down-to-earth person, which for me is worth its weight in gold. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the 2023 Pittsburgh Pro and if you think Aimee is a serious contender for the Olympia title this year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, all that nice stuff. We have a couple of exciting shows happening this weekend, including the New York Pro, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled and get ready for another exciting week ahead. Over and out from Bikini Nation.